Well, from what I have heard is that the picture that has been circulated in the media is not the same woman who was the Barbara that was here. That in itself is a big question mark. And I believe that she goes by 3 names so far, that her profiles have been constantly changing. Someone is maintaining her accounts or whatever. So you do not even have the real picture of the Barbara who was here.
Can I ask you, in what way is she different, the Barbara who'd walk with your husband and the Barbara that you're seeing on TV?
May I just complete?
Yes.
May I just complete?
Please.
From what it is, indications seem to be that she was not who she was. She may be working for another agency, maybe, and investigations are on.
Okay. And how have the last several months been since 2017? Now we've got the Indian government claiming that your husband never really gave up formally and technically his Indian nationality, even though he took up Antiguan nationality, because some of the documents which have been submitted back were not submitted back, even though the law says that when you assume nationality of another country, you then become a national of that country and you cease to be an Indian Indian national. But how are you making, what are you making of what's playing itself out at this moment?
Again, as I said, I'm not aware of what is being played out, but I do know one thing, that my husband became a citizen of Antigua and Barbuda in 2017. He became so legally. There was the government of Antigua and Barbuda had a check done on him by Interpol in 2017, and the Indian government had not the government. The foreign ministry and the police had given a no objection certificate in 2017. He became a citizen of Antigua, and as per what our lawyers tell us, and as per the Constitution of India, anyone who becomes a citizen of another country relinquishes their citizenship of India automatically. There are no ifs and buts.
The Indian government at this time is very hopeful that they'll be able to get Mehul Choksi back. In some senses, your husband, ma'am, has become a showcase for the government's efforts to go after economic offenders. Are you a worried woman at this time that your husband's fate quite literally hangs by a thread depending on what happens in this court in Dominica?
I would say that if this is how you showcase, or anyone wishes to showcase an economic offender by torturing them, threatening to kill them, giving them electrical shocks, it is incredible that any business person feels safe in India. My husband was a businessman. He never had an NPA until this whole saga of PNB started, alleged saga. There was never an NPA in the company. And yet, everything is like he is the biggest terrorist or murderer on earth. I would request Interpol and all the world bodies, human rights bodies, and everyone to understand that this is a kidnapping that went wrong, and it should not be allowed to become a hostage situation.